Ja. Moin Moin. Mal wieder soweit. Ah, immer noch krank. Schlimm. Ist schlimm, wirklich. Neben mir stapelt sich ein Berg aus Tempotaschentüchern. Ah, oder besser gesagt, Klopapier. Das Taschentuch des armen Mannes. Ah, aber ich habe Kaffee. Einen Notfall-Aspirin-Komplex. Und es muss ja. Ne? Wir müssen ja ran. Der Stream muss laufen. Die Kernzeit muss erfüllt werden. Mal gucken, ob der Stream überhaupt läuft. Jo, Stream läuft. Okay. Ah, so. Ja, wir spielen Norco. Ist ein lustiges Adventure. Und, ist ganz komisch. Ja, wir spielen irgendwie in so einer nicht so fernen Zukunft. Alles sehr düster, alles kaputt. Wir sind in einer amerikanischen Stadt, wo irgendwie so eine große Corporation Unfug treibt. Es geht im Zentrum der Stadt, ist so eine, oder im Zentrum der ganzen Geschichte ist eher so eine böse Raffinerie, die alles irgendwie vergiftet. Mutter hat Krebs, der Typ hat Krebs, alle haben Krebs anscheinend und es ist alles nicht besonders freudig. Es gibt Roboter, das ist mein Hausroboter, das ist mein Kuscheltieraffe, Mr. Monkey. Ich habe ein komisches Gesicht und ein Mindmap, wo alles Mögliche an Zusammenhängen aufgezeichnet worden ist schon. Und da kann ich auch so Nachforschungen anstellen, das ist ganz cool. Und ich bin jetzt gerade an einem Punkt, ich suche meinen Bruder. Und der hat sich wohl irgendwie, keine Ahnung, verdünnisiert und ich weiß aber nicht so richtig wohin. Ich weiß, dass meine Mutter Nachforschungen angestellt hat. Und diese Nachforschungen hatte sie wohl auf ihrem Dachboden oder sowas. Auf jeden Fall die bösen Corporation-Typen haben diese Nachforschung geklaut. Yo. Und jetzt geht's halt darum, hier ist Shield, das ist die Corporation, dass ich denen nachstellen muss. Und irgendwie auf deren Gelände einbrechen muss und dort nach dem Rechten schauen muss. Aber da warten so Kampfroboter auf mich. 2 Roboter stehen da am Anfang. Deswegen dachte ich mir, bevor wir jetzt da reingehen, wo es heiß wird, gehen wir nochmal zurück. Forschen nach. Dass wir auch nichts verpassen. Ne? Dürfen nicht zu schnell nach vorne preschen. Sondern jetzt rollen wir nochmal das Feld von hinten nochmal sauber auf. Ich glaube, das lohnt sich für das Spiel. Das Spiel ist, glaube ich, gut. Und deswegen dachte ich mir, bevor ich jetzt zu schnell nach vorne eile, gehen wir erstmal wieder zurück zum alten Krebsmann hier und gucken, ob wir da nicht noch irgendwas übersehen haben. Und danach gehen wir ganz weit zurück an die Tankstelle und gucken, ob wir diesen asozialen Typen, der uns verprügeln wollte, ob wir den nicht auch rekrutieren können. Weil wir haben hier so eine Gruppe. Vielleicht können wir die noch vergrößern, damit wir mehr, heißt ja, Meat Shields haben für die Kampfroboter. So habe ich nämlich gedacht. Moin Temo. Wieder fit? Nein. Immer noch krank. Wie gesagt, es ist eine interessante Sache. Ich glaube, es ist eine ganz normale Erkältung. Nur, die hat man halt so selten. Und deswegen ist es jedes Mal wieder überraschend, wie krass die ist. Wie krass das reinhaut. Es fing an mit Kopfschmerzen, ne, ein bisschen Kreislauf, dann plötzlich mega harte Gliederschmerzen und jetzt bin ich in der Phase, dann kamen noch Kopfschmerzen, genau. Und jetzt bin ich aber in der Phase, dass es alles abklingt, aber jetzt ist die Lunge im Arsch. Und ich glaube, das ist die letzte Phase. Ja, und wenn es Montag noch nicht besser ist, gehe ich zum Arzt. Ja. Aber wollte ich noch nicht, weil kein Bock auf Antibiotikum und Schmerzmittel muss ich eigentlich auch nicht nehmen. Also das ist alles... Braucht man nicht zum Arzt mit eigentlich. Ja, vielleicht ist es auch Covid, aber ich habe einen Covid-Test gemacht. Ja, vielleicht ist es irgendwie, was weiß ich, neues Gedöns. Und dafür braucht man irgendwie einen besseren Test oder so. Ja, ist keine Ahnung. Aber meine Mädels sind halt auch nicht krank. Deswegen glaube ich nicht, dass es Covid ist. Ja, so war es bei mir auch. So kann man es sagen, ja. Und jetzt ist es in der Lunge und ich glaube, jetzt hustet sich das in den nächsten Tagen ab und dann war es das. Ja, Kreislauf ist auch ein bisschen im Arsch. Aber nu. Ja, aber die haben gar nicht, also die waren gar nicht krank. Ne? Und dann denke ich mir, okay, hoffentlich, vielleicht haben die so ein mega Immunsystem. Und ich halt nicht. Kann gut sein. Ne? Weil ich habe ja meine Geschichten. Ich habe ja meine Gichtgeschichten und so. Und wenn der ganze Körper andauernd mit Entzündung zu kämpfen hat, dann ist... Ich glaube, ich habe ein richtig beschissenes Immunsystem. Aber naja, ich habe mir vorgenommen, wenn ich jetzt wieder gesund bin, dann gehe ich jeden Tag spazieren. Habe ich mir schon... jedes Mal, wenn ich krank bin, nehme ich mir das vor und vergesse es dann wieder. Aber diesmal hoffentlich klappt es. Vielleicht haben sie es vorher schon mal gehabt. Ja, nee, wir waren lange gut drauf. Wir waren lange nicht wirklich krank. Bin mal gespannt. Also ich befürchte, die sind jetzt dran. Ich befürchte, die sind jetzt dran. Ich hoffe, ich hoffe nicht. Ne? Es war nämlich schon ein bisschen krasser. Und ich mag nicht, wenn Levke krank ist. Kriege ich immer die Schisser. Aber nun, wird schon alles gut sein. Ja. Am liebsten würde ich irgendwie so gedröhnt die ganze Zeit spielen. Aber dafür hatte ich bisher nicht die Energie. Das kommt jetzt, glaube ich, langsam wieder. Vielleicht mache ich das am Wochenende. Dass ich irgendwie mir so ein stumpfes Spiel nehme und das dann zombie-mäßig durchrausche. Gucken, vielleicht mache ich das. Aber naja, jetzt erstmal das. Ne? Wir müssen die Kernzeit füllen mit was Schönem. Und dann lege ich mich nochmal hin. Und dann gucken wir mal. Okay, Duck. Das ist der Kumpel von der Mutter, der auch Krebs hat. Und den haben wir das letzte Mal, da wollte ich schneller Schluss machen. Da habe ich ihn ein bisschen über den Mund gefahren. Und noch nicht alles ausgequetscht aus ihm. You mentioned a buyout. You must have noticed coming in. The houses are all gone. People here been fighting with S.H.I.E.L.D. all their lives. They got a little momentum on their side after the last explosion. The papers were making S.H.I.E.L.D. look bad. S.H.I.E.L.D. ist halt die böse Corporation, die aber auch gleichzeitig Arbeitgeber ist. Und mein Vater, der Blue, der ist umgekommen. Beim Arbeitsunfall auch. Ja. Also das sind die Bösen. But hell, we were here first. Field moved in, we suffered. Gas leaks, noise, explosions. Can't grow my vegetables out in the yard. Just won't grow. Siehst du? Das ist alles so scheiße. I never cared to move, but I knocked doors for it anyhow. If S.H.I.E.L.D. had never dropped in on us, my little plot of land would be worth something. Money they were offering to buy us out was alright. Be worth a lot more had they never come. Number they put in front of me, I said piss on it. I could have sued after Reese died. Ist wahrscheinlich seine Frau gewesen, die auch gestorben ist an Krebs. Ich glaube, das ist vielleicht so eine Fracking-Botschaft hier. Anti-Fracking-Spiel. I just didn't have the energy for it. Now I'm the last one left on dimes, so... I'm sorry about Reese. It's history. Most days I can't remember his face, if I'm honest. Guck mal, war das ein Mann? Ist das ein homosexuelles Paar? When you fill out the survey at the Head Drive Clinic, they ask you to write down memories. Guck an. Control points, they call them. Aha, jetzt wird's interessant. Hard Drive Klinik, die können meine Gedanken abspeichern. Da war ja auch meine Mutter. I couldn't stand to write out his name. It was too painful. It skipped his memory. I regretted it at first, but I'm thankful for it now. The lot was if that monster carried a piece of my boy inside it. Es war sein Sohn anscheinend. Und that monster. Diese Hard Drive Clinics. Und dieses andere Unternehmen. Super Gig, oder wie das hieß? Irgendwie ist das eine ganz komische Geschichte. Die machen was mit deren Erinnerung. I have more questions about my mom. This monster. My mom was working for it? I hate even thinking about that thing. It knows I'm here dying, while it grows and grows. Okay, was ist das für ein Monster jetzt? Die trainieren da bestimmt eine KI mit. Ja, genau, und diese KI ist so ein Schlabbermonster, so ein Cthulhu-Monster. Big, disgusting, toxic birds sprouting from the ground all over the region with teeth and hands and all kinds of shit. Unbelievable. Turns my stomach. And you know what? I won't be the first to die. Hell no. It roped your mother into some lunacy. You wouldn't tell me the details. I couldn't get a single word out of her after a point. Das ist ja relativ Klartext, das finde ich gut. Did you attend her funeral? Planned to. Arranged for my godchild. Pick me up and everything, but the day of the service I couldn't hardly walk. I heard from a couple people it was a beautiful one. For all the bridges she burned, there was plenty people had that nice things to say. Even a few of her colleagues from the university showed up, the ones who got her sacked. I know that of chapter S. Okay. They buried her with that fake little ring she always wore around her neck. You'd say it reminded her who she was. Okay, fake little ring? Mhm. Okay, ich muss also ich muss ihr Grab ausheben und diesen Ring haben, ne? Ich brauche den Loot. Sorry, Mom. Figure she probably wanted to give it to you. Ja, ich muss ihn haben. But you were gone. And Blake, well, he'd have pawned it to anyone fool enough to buy it. So, ring she wore around her neck was fake? You don't know the story? Kind of funny if it weren't so sad. Your granddaddy wanted to prove he was from royal stock. So he broke into a pawn shop up there on Airline and stole the biggest ruby he could find. Went around telling everyone it was from the old world. Said it traveled from France to Nova Scotia and down the Mississippi River. Well, that was a bunch of bullshit. He ended up in Angola for it, though they never did find the ring. Catherine took it to appraiser one time. It's cubic zirconia. Fake. The man spent months in jail for a fake piece of jewelry. After that, everyone started calling him King Pierre. They laughed him out of crevasse. Okay. Ich will den Ring trotzdem haben. My mom was fired from the university. Sure. You were young, couldn't have been too long after Blue passed. You lied up and down to get that job. Nothing special. Just a community college in the city. But that's Catherine. Never wanted to play it straight. Suppose Blake took after her in that respect. Enough about my mom! Eve! Okay, was haben wir hier noch so? Nix. Jetzt gehen wir nochmal in seine Bücherei. Hier ist ein Elch. Computer, den Damen haben wir schon uns reingehackt ins System von Shield. Dass wir da rein können, ohne dass die Drohnen uns sehen. Und hier ist noch was. A collection of bills, letters and photographs. A pen pinned to the board. Ja, brauche ich nicht. Ein Drucker. Mr. Richard, after carefully studying the circumstances of the buyout, we recommend that you proceed with the relocation. She is not legally obligated to provide you with an easement. You may find yourself trespassing on private property when leaving and returning to your home. Ja, es sind die Bösen, ich hab's verstanden. Pursue the titles on the bookshelf. US Army Corps Anomalous Light Report. Wieder sowas mit einem komischen Licht. Hatten wir schon mal was. A report on the levitating spheres of light witnessed by multiple onlookers. Okay. UFOs. Ja. Pocket of Gas. Mhm. Genau, Sumpfgas. Sumpfgas, das sagen sie immer. Den Schlafschafen. The Pigman? Some claim that the Pigman is a type of grunge who hides beneath the interstate bridges that cross Lake Pontchartrain. Legend has it that if you bring the Pigman a gift, he will return a gift to you in kind. The Pigman? Den finden wir bestimmt noch. Finde ich sehr gut. Was ist das da oben? Trophy? Junior Champion? Interessiert mich nicht. Here's a box. Strange ornamental box. Öffnen. Attempt to open the box. It's locked. Und storage containers filled with paperwork and newspaper clippings. Damit. You sift through some of the clippings that fill the container. Most relate to the catalytic cracking unit explosion of bla bla bla. Ja. Fathers listed among the names. Ja. Er ist in dieser Explosion auch gestorben. Guter alter Vater. Vadan. Der war gar nicht gut. Wo ist der Schlüssel? Im Elchkopf. The head of a bug is mounted onto the wall. War irgendwas? Nee. Ich hab nur so ein komisches Handy-Ding. Ich will die Box aufmachen. Ich will den Schlüssel haben. Machen wir mal wieder Licht aus, ne? Lass ihn mal einfach hier. Weißt du, der sitzt ja einfach im Dunkeln in seiner Hütte die ganze Zeit. Ist egal, ob das Licht an oder aus ist. Es ist ihm egal. Er sitzt da und hat Krebs. Das Spiel echt. Gute Laune. Die Musik ist klasse, ja. Nee, also das ganze Spiel ist klasse, muss man sagen, ne? Das ist ja die Vibes, auch wenn die so düster und deprimierend sind. Es ist natürlich sehr gut. Man sollte es vielleicht nicht spielen, wenn man ein bisschen schlechte Laune hat. Okay, wir müssen nochmal in unseren Mind Palace gehen, weil manchmal kriegt man durch den Mind Palace neue Kenntnisse. Also fangen wir von vorne an. Blue is my pops. Is in a mausoleum. Blue wasn't buried. He was interred in a mausoleum. Mausoleum? Wie man das wohl ausspricht, oder? Wir lernen wieder was. Mausoleum. Aussprache. Gucken wir mal.
Mausoleum.
Nein, das weiß ich. Mausoleum? Das ist genauso.
Mausoleum.
Ja,
Mausoleum.
More. Nicht Mau, sondern More. So wie, ist ja, Fresse. More.
Mausoleum.
Mausoleum. Relativ deutsche Aussprache. He was interred in a mausoleum. You visited it a few times as a kid. Catherine brought flowers and prayed there. You sat restlessly, waiting for her to finish. Afterward, she dragged you into the church that faced River Road to make you touch the holy water. Ja, crazy christliche Typen. Aber gerade ist, glaube ich, irgendwas freigeschaltet worden. She watched you motion the sign of the cross before fixing your shirt. She held your shoulder as the two of you left. Oh, it's a vague memory. You don't remember, Blue, only the things you left behind. Photographs, cologne, tools, name that your mother kept. Even the pictures that have survived are too faded to make out. Okay, das ist den Vaters. Die Vatern. Oh. Nein, das weiß ich. Was ist das? Achso. Später an. Ich freue mich immer über Clips. Your grandfather, Peter Pops Pierre Melanchon. He passed away when you were a teenager. Residents of Crevasse called him King Pierre after a fiasco involving a stolen ring that landed him in Angela. Der Knast. Okay, die beiden, das war relativ überschaubar. Das ist hier Troy, der uns aufgelauert hat vor der Tankstelle. Troy knows your family. He was buying pills from Blake and occasionally helping your mom with her research. Das ist, glaube ich, so ein halbwegs guter. He says he was conducting research in the lake. Okay, aber da gibt's auch nichts Neues. Das war der völlig unsympathische Privatdetektiv. Private Investigator Brett LeBlanc. He saw S.H.I.E.L.D. agents leaving your house with a box following your mom's death. Das ist auch relativ überschaubar. Duck. Duck is an old friend of your mom's who lost his son when a S.H.I.E.L.D. pipeline cutting through their yard exploded. He versioned his consciousness at the same clinic. As her. They fell out of touch before she died. Daher kennen die sie. Okay. Die Klinik, da haben sie ihr Bewusstsein abspeichern lassen. Die beiden Krebsleute. He lives in dimes and is in poor health. Ja, er sitzt vor mir im Schatten. Ein Ring. Your grandpa broke into a pawn shop. Ja, die Geschichte kennen wir. And stole a jeweled ring to uphold the lie that he was descended from French royalty. Your mom later discovered that the ruby was made from synthetic material. She still wore the ring around her neck until she died. She was buried with it. Nicht mehr lange. Braucht nur noch eine Schaufel. Your mom versioned her consciousness at the same disreputable neural versioning clinic as Duck. The device that hosts her consciousness is called a head drive. Scheint noch irgendwie wichtig zu sein. Lucky. A fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi River, Beto Woods. Ich glaube, den haben wir schon einmal gesehen. Okay, S.H.I.E.L.D., das ist die... S.H.I.E.L.D. is an oil refinery. S.H.I.E.L.D. Gulf South is a regional subsidiary of a transnational oil empire. It holds a large share of leases in the Gulf of Mexico and refines crude oil right here in Norco. The chemical annex sits on the other side of town from the refinery. It produces a feedstock for plastic consumer products. S.H.I.E.L.D. owns half the town. S.H.I.E.L.D. Finished thought. Okay. Machen wir das noch hier. Reports of construction. Your mom was investigating reports of construction in the lake. You found no evidence of it, nor who might be behind it. Okay, Blake ist mein Bruder, Million ist mein Roboterfreund und Catherine ist meine Mutter. Million was a security android. She guarded the perimeter of the aluminium refinery in Gramercy. One day she ran away. Why? I don't know. Huh. Ein Roboter, der flieht. Komisch. Aber ich kann auch noch mit ihr reden. Sie ist ja in meiner Gruppe. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. War das nicht so eine Serie? Ja, ja. Nie gesehen, aber ja, das ist Superhelden-Scheiße. Superhelden, ne? Ich bin ja wirklich nach diesem ganzen Endgame-Gedöns und ich weiß nicht, wie viele Iron Man und Thor und sowas. Ich bin so müde von diesem ganzen Quatsch. Aber ich glaube, ich bin gar nicht müde an Superhelden. Ich bin nur müde an diesem Universum von den Superhelden. Was ist das? Was ist das? Wie nennt man das? Dieses Universum. Keine Ahnung. Also Captain America, Ultraman, den ganzen Scheiß. Aber auch die anderen Sachen. Batman und der alte Superman und so. Ne? Ich mochte es nicht mehr, wirklich. Immer irgendwie, weiß ich nicht. Hab keinen Bock mehr auf Superhelden, dachte ich. Und jetzt habe ich aber diesen neuen Superman so viel von gesehen. Nur Clips wieder, ne? Genau, das Marvel Cinematic Universe, genau. Ich bin völlig übersättigt. Aber der neue Superman, ihr habt jetzt nur Clips gesehen. Irrsinnig viele Clips. Ich kenne den ganzen Film jetzt durch Clips wahrscheinlich. Aber der ist, glaube ich, richtig geil. Es ist irgendwie, ich weiß nicht, hat einen anderen Humor, sieht anders aus, ist irgendwie positiver, ist ein bisschen märchenhafter. Ne? Und ich glaube, das kommt jetzt ganz anders, so ein Film. Und ich glaube, das gefällt mir besser. Ja. Es wird mir alles ein bisschen zu blöde. Ja, und was ich immer so ein bisschen blöd fand, ist, das ist so ein bisschen wie mit Dragon Ball, finde ich. Mit Dragon Ball, ich weiß nicht, ob du das gesehen hast, aber Dragon Ball war die erste Staffel Dragon Ball, das Original, ne? Das ist richtig geil. So, und dann wurde es halt immer mehr, wie Son Goku, der Hauptheld, irgendwie immer stärker wird und immer stärkere Leute abmurkst, ne? Und es wurde immer mehr nur so dieses, okay, Super Jin Stärke 5 oder Level 5000, wie viel Energie? Also es war noch so ein Schwanzvergleich, nur wer hat mehr Kraft, wer kann dem anderen besser in die Fresse hauen. Und genauso finde ich, sind das auch mit diesen Superheldenfilmen ist das geworden. Am Ende kommt es darauf an, wer dem anderen möglichst kräftig oder schlau in die Fresse haut. Und es ist alles so dumm. Keine Ahnung. Ich fand das alles nicht mehr, weiß ich nicht. Das waren keine Superhelden irgendwie, sondern es sah alles nur noch so mega cool aus und die können alle super gute Sachen und es ist alles so over the top und denkst du, oh, wieder so ein Superheld und der kann wieder alles und alle so, oh. Weißt du, dann hast du da irgendwie langsam, hast du da über 50 Charaktere, die alle Superhelden sind. Dann wird es ein bisschen schwierig, dass du das als was Besonderes wahrnimmst. Und du brauchst ja halt immer, wenn du einen Superhelden hast, brauchst du ja immer vor allen Dingen Leute, die diesen Superhelden sehen und ihn wahrnehmen und dann so, oh, der ist ja super. Weil es so unnormal ist. Aber dann hast du so ein Universum aufgebaut, wo jeder super ist. Dann ist keiner mehr super, so. Keine Ahnung. Ach, Lee kenne ich gar nicht. Weiß ich nicht. Auf jeden Fall, der neue Superman ist, glaube ich, richtig geil und ich will ihn unbedingt sehen. So. Kurze Exkursion. So, mein Bruder. Your brother. Was headed to Floodgate Tavern. He mentioned this to Erica. And he dropped by Sarpy Paperbacks to see her yesterday evening. Da, wo wir die Katze gestreichelt haben, bis sie sich in eine Rakete verwandelt hat. Your brother... missing. A lot. Catherine, your mom, was conducting research. For who? For a client in a fat city. Fat city. Okay. Up to date. Oh nee, ich hab was Neues. Ein Client. Your mom was conducting research for a client in Fat City. That's all you know. Okay. Gut, haben wir unser Mindmap nochmal up to date gebracht. Und Vermilion, da ist so ein Pünktchen. Also können wir mit ihr reden. Ah. Jawohl. Vermilion. It's sad to see Duck in this state. He was once such a vibrant man. Oh, mehr hat sie nicht zu sagen. Diese Punkte sind wahrscheinlich immer situationsbedingt. Ich sag das jetzt hier. Vor ihm. Hier was zu sagen? Nee. Was haben wir hier dann noch? Nix. Nix! Okay. Hier ist das Mausoleum. Das habe ich jetzt neu. Hier geht's weiter, ne? Aber das sparen wir uns bis zum Ende auf. Erst will ich alles weglutschen, damit ich nichts übersehe. Da kann ich nicht mehr zurück. Gehen wir erstmal ins Mausoleum. Church. Here. The face of your mum's crypt is damaged, with cracks running along the edge. It appears as if someone was tampered with the crypt. With a pry bar, we could open it ourselves. Ich brauche eine Pry bar. Gut zu wissen. Back. He approaches the church and tries a door, but it's locked. Pustekuchen. Sarpy Books. Gehen wir auch nochmal hin. Hier war die Musik wieder so geil. Too bad. If you wanted my help, you should have listened to me when I told you to stop petting the cat. Oh, tut mir leid, aber das konnte ich... Warum hast du es getan? Weil ich es konnte. Okay, wo geht's weiter hin? Da haben wir ja Floodgate Tavern. Da waren die Penner, ne? Times Discount. Oder Pry Bar. Gibt's hier was? Dog Food? Good evening. How may I help you? How do you like this job? It proudly performs the routine maintenance operations and procedure blah 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 blah. I'm good. Okay, hier gibt's nix. A tour? Apple Street. Oh shit. Gibt's Ärger. Das ist der Typ. Das ist der Typ aus dem Fernsehen. Either of you see a dog? Little black pet, green eyes. You see her? You send her this way. She answers to pots. You're the one they're looking for. Well, so what? Lucky makes the news. They want trouble, here I am. You see that dog? You send her this way. Ich hätte gerne die Schrotflinte. Ich habe aber den Hund gesehen. Ich habe den Hund gesehen. Ich kann mit den Leuten reden. Yes. Lucky's dog is missing. When we were visiting Erica, I noticed the dog near the entrance to the bookshop. Could it be Lucky's dog? Yeah. There's a fugitive hiding along the better. Yes, we saw him mentioned in the news. Ja, das weiß ich auch. Alles klar. Are oil pirates common? Bla 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 bla. Where's the Batur? Ja, da war ich doch gerade. Maybe he can help us get into S.H.I.E.L.D. Ah! Guck mal, den kann ich rekrutieren. Wir müssen ihm nur helfen mit seinem Hund. Dann mag er uns, natürlich. Und dann haben wir noch einen Mitstreiter mit einer Schrotflinte. Yes, S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen some of your mother's possessions. We can attempt to infiltrate the refinery ourselves, but I don't think we'd be successful. Let's ask around for help. Guck mal, das ist schon gut, was wir hier machen. Erstmal brechen wir bei diesem Arschloch ein. Knock, no answer. Einbrechen. Nee, geht nicht. Okay. Sonst nix, ne? Okay, tschüssi. Bookshop. Hey, doggy. This dog matches the description given by Lucky. He doesn't trust us. We may be able to win her over with a little food. To win me over with a little... to win me over with a little food. Where can we find some dog food? Ja, weiß ich doch schon. Gas Station. Guck mal, backtracken. War es nochmal? Ja, ne? Dog food. Element. Grab a bag of dog food. Ups. Einmal scannen, bitte. Thank you for your purchase. Oops. Pour a heap of food onto the ground before the dog. She laps up the kibble and follows behind you as you step away. Wuff, wuff. Ja gut. Das freut mich. Jetzt habe ich einen Hund dabei. Batur? Wo ging das nochmal hin? Was hier? Ja. Hello. Pots! You brought back my pot liquor. It was having me worry. Pots now. The tougher they come, but Lucky thought they had her. He reaches down and pets the dog behind her ears. She pants eagerly. Pants. He regards Million. Say, Robot, you look familiar. You a clear bionic unit? No. Alright then. Just thought you might fill Lucky in on a little gossip. What gossip? Laura St. Clair. He one unusual character, turning that refinery inside out on some wild goose chase. What? What I was hoping the robot might tell me. But anyhow, they call me Lucky. I stick around here. You need help, you find me. Help is just what we need. That right? We must infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. to retrieve some stolen property. He could use a hand. I done got past them fences more than I can count. That's a good time. Even got me a couple grenades in my bag. Lucky you can count on lucky. Now that there are so many of us, we'll need to use a truck to get around. Let's return to the house. I hope to finish repairs quickly. Look on. The memorial. Here passed the brave freedom fighter, blah blah blah. Ab nach Hause. Apple Home. Hat sie noch irgendwas zu greifen? Ne, gehen wir mal rein. Vielleicht die Bücher nochmal durchklicken. Ja. Ja, immer dasselbe. Okay. Der Laptop hat auch nichts Neues. This pile has shifted since last time I looked. Move boxes. Clear away the boxes, revealing a portal built into the floor. Motherfucker! Unbelievable! How many years has Catherine kept this doorway hidden? We must find a way in. Das ist auf dem Dachboden und das ist eine Falltür nach unten? Hm? Ja. Oh. Der Penner will was von mir. What you got, Kai? What do you know about S.H.I.E.L.D.? Lucky know about all there is to know. What about it? How long has the facility been in Norco? S.H.I.E.L.D. came here early. All this area was plantation. Found no money in that after slavery. But all that oil right there in the Gulf. Oil companies come in, get the land cheap, river connects straight to it. Whole operation down here used to be run from their central headquarters. Then they split it up to get around some laws. Now you got this regional corporation with the Laura St. Clair at the top. Man laughs. Bet they regret that idea. Tell me about Laura St. Clair. Laura St. Clair is the regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. Norco. Ronaldinho's, moin moin. Board of directors appointed her because of Thomas, her daddy. They were thinking they got her daddy. Look how that worked out. He done lost her mind and Thomas. He don't want nothing to do with her. What do you mean? Well, hell, it's in all the newspapers. She's been sending survey teams out into the lake. Why is she sending them out there? Don't make no sense. That area of the lakes ain't got no oil, no salt domes. Whatever she looking for, it ain't much to do with oil. Stimmt das in UFOs? Tell me about Thomas St. Clair. Thomas started the company that gets all the security contracts around here. Got his degree from LSU. Moved out to California to make robots. Man's a billionaire. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s board of directors appointed his daughter, thinking they could get some of his expertise at a discount. They ain't known the drama back then, but they sure know it now. Thomas legally disowned his daughter. She tried stealing Claire Bionics out from under him. Some people say she even tried to kill him. Enough about Shield. You are from around here? Lucky come from Vachery, right up the river. But he done traveled to land, walked to Knoxville, sailed to Mexico. Lucky done seen a good piece of this world. Snaterknochen. How long have you had Potts? Potts been by Lucky's side 2 years. Found her pregnant beneath a car one day. Couldn't stand to see her like she was. And a man with some land wanted the babies. Thought we'd part ways eventually, but shoot. Guess I got used to her being around. She returned all I did for her many times. Oh. Mundi. Okay, secret door. You make various attempts to open the doorway, but all your efforts prove futile. It remains locked. Shit. Okay. Komisches Ding. Gehen wir später hin. Backyard. Hier sitzen sie. Crowbar. You grab the pry bar lying on the ground. Nice. I'll be finished shortly. Okay, cool. Nehmen wir nochmal in die Mindmap rein. Ui, was haben wir hier denn? Thomas St. Clair, Laura St. Clair. She's a regional executive of Shield Oil. Her role is not secure. The board would like to replace her, but they fear the influence of her father. Thomas St. Clair is a machine learning startup, Claire Bionics. Okay, das war's. Ja, dann machen wir da erstmal einen Abstecher. Forward ist blocked. Okay, können wir nicht. Ja. Does this mismatter his health then? Lucky knew your mama a bit. Ow. Was around in a time or two. You weren't no friend to the company neither. They'd off liked to have her dead. They got their wish. The old man nods. They did. These companies want to get off the oil. Too much trouble. What do you mean? They put them wind turbines out in the Gulf. And now they building a brain. Brain? Hell, everybody know they're building a brain. All the refineries is doing that. Going to hook them all up. Make a bigger brain. That ain't enough to outsmart Lucky. Lucky's smarter than any big brain you can dream up. They're going to get used to find fuel out in space. Best of luck to them. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to make a buck. And why get in their way? Lucky ain't in nobody's way. Everybody like Lucky just fine. Didn't you blow up an oil pipeline? Maintains a neutral expression as he watches the tree line. Lucky done blown up all kinds of shit. People think Lucky hates Shield. Lucky don't hate Shield. He just like causing trouble. Without Shield ain't nobody have a job in this place. Here come that robot. You best get moving. You want to talk more? Just tap me on the shoulder. Okay, I've finished repairing the truck. Shall we attempt to access Shield? Let's go in 1 second. Ah! Müssen wir oder was? Monkey flies from the bed of the truck as Million speeds down the highway. Nein, nicht Monkey! Oh. Ich hab Monkey verloren. Shield is building a brain. Lucky says Shield is developing an artificial intelligence in order to conduct exploratory missions for off-world mineral reserves. Das hängt bestimmt mit dieser Klinik zusammen, wo die ihre Gedanken abspeichern. Cam hatte recht. Bauen ein Gehirn. So, Mausoleum. Ich habe eine Brechstange. Geht's. Ja. Aufbrechen nicht. You pry at the cracked marble face of the crypt. Peels away from the thin cord beat effortlessly. It's der Ring. Someone has removed Catherine's casket. Ja, ich will ja nur den Ring haben. This was your mother's ring. She wore it on a chain around her neck. Ja, schlechter Affenwärter, aber ein schöner Teddy. Letter. Penmanship delicate. It reads. Beloved Kai. Bin ich. Her remains are safe. You will be reunited with your family soon. Wie eine Drohung. Wen habe ich jetzt den Ring? Was? Dahin. Sonst nichts, ne? Wir gehen da jetzt rein. Chemical Annex came online later. Children of the blah 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 blah. Powers. Carbon and alloy and stainless steel. Among the columns sits the catalytic cracking unit that rocked the town. The web work crosses high and low, over and under the traffic and water and concrete, like veins, like gossamer, like neural circuitry. Everywhere, metal halide probing the river's expanse, coded patterns of warm sodium and cold LEDs, winking, thinking, knowing. Something to decipher in all that Norco light. I remember blue. You only think that you do. When he died, part of her did too. So, da sind wir wieder. Und hier sind meine beiden Kampfroboter. Was haben wir da jetzt? No sentinel drones around. Once we clear these two, we're in. Ready? Let's do it! Man nods. Okay, was passiert jetzt? Das bin ich. Wieso habe ich eigentlich kein Gesicht? Lucky. Knall dem erstmal eine. Ich hätte vorher speichern sollen. Nein, nicht. Super Scheiß. Ich habe nicht gespeichert vorher. Okay, nochmal. Wie geht das denn jetzt? Okay, so. Guck mal. Oh. Oh, mein Roboter ist gleich tot. Jetzt muss ich ran. Nothing much to it. When them sentinels not around, they let you more or less walk into the place. And would you take a look at that big fella? Freight mover? Hell of a machine. Moin Marco. Yeah. Hell of a machine. Could really put on a show with one of them. Lucky just thinking out loud. Let's get to it, eh? Refinery's ours. Catherine. Okay. Catherine, you made it to this warehouse with the big bird. Oh. It's normal. I sure did. Super Duck. Das ist also Super Duck. We have a job for you. It will pay. It will solve some problems before you die. Tell us. No stranger to the network. You will assist Catherine. Yes. Catherine, in the lake you saw the stone. We saw you see the stone. We want the stone, but it has evaded us. Super Duck. Super Duck is... what else? A network. A system of signals. Wireless communications of locusts and frogs. Cypress roots, disease vectors. Internet of flesh. Biomimicry. Internet of internet. Radio towers. Distributed AI. Distributed birds in flight. Super Duck saw you see the stone because Super Duck was an eagle in the sky. Okay, das ist alles sehr seltsam. Moin Taschengnom. The stone is a sky thing that many want. That reveals itself to no one. No one except for you, Catherine. It followed you through the lake. It loves you. Seeks you. It will submit to you. But we must act fast. Shield wants the stone. Claire Bionics wants the stone. Super Duck wants the stone. And John has the stone. John. Everyone hates John. Everyone follows John. Influencer, dopamine fiend, convinced himself he has faith in God, convinced others even. Some young and idealistic, some old and bitter. These are the Garrets of John. You will find them gathered in the bowels of the promenade mall in Kenner. John has hidden the stone in this forgotten place. He will use the stone in an attempt to fulfill his prophecies, but his are the prophecies of a fool. Got it? Go get me my shiny stone. Hurry, before you die. I want to eat it. Have a good evening, you two. Okay, crazy shit. Super Duck Node. Das ist das, ich sag mal, Biomutanten-Internetnetzwerk KI-Ding. Das trifft's, glaube ich, am besten. Nicht zu verwechseln mit den anderen Idioten. Can you please explain to me what? So wait. Sorry, go. You go. What was that? What was what? There's a bird with teeth the size of my head living inside that warehouse. Yeah. That's normal to you? No, but I mean, I've seen some stuff in my life. Me too, but... What's this stone? Said it loves you. What was that all about? I don't know. I saw a drone or something in the lake. Why does he keep calling it a stone? Stone, drone, I have no idea. I was a little distracted. Well, I need you to start paying attention, or neither one of us is getting paid tonight. I got the gist. Some lunatics are living in the mall and they've gotten the stone. That's right. Kenner John and his gang. They're keeping the stone at the old promenade mall in Kenner. We need to find a way inside, get the stone, bring it back here. You got that? Couldn't be more clear. Shit, jetzt bin ich wieder damit. Oi. Aber es ist Zeit. Oh Gott. Aspirin-Komplex. Alles. Das ganze Leben. Besser? Mit Schmerzmitteln. Ah. Ein Schmerzmittel keine Nebenwirkungen, ne? Würde ich jeden Tag Ibuprofen nehmen. Jeden Tag. Leben ist schon genug komplex. Genau, das Leben ist komplex genug. Aber stell dir mal vor, also wirklich, ohne Scheiß. Ne? Immer wenn ich Schmerzmittel nehme und ich nehme super, super selten Medizin, irgendwie, ne? Also ich versuche das immer aus dem Weg zu gehen eigentlich. Wegen Nebenwirkungen und so. Aber jedes Mal, wenn ich eine Ibuprofen nehme, denke ich mir, oh. Wenn der Schmerz nachlässt. Man hat immer irgendwie was, ne? Ach, leider geht's nicht. Man kann nicht ununterbrochen Schmerzmittel nehmen. Biggest node in the network is inside this building. Genau, Nodes sind das, ne? Das ist so ein Bio-Netzwerk. I'm a little lost. What's up? I don't know what the hell's going on. Superdog is a what? Yeah. What is it? Something like a virus. It infects things. Animals, trees, phones, whatever else. So what was that thing? So what was that thing in the warehouse? God, diese TH. A node in the network. At the handful around the region. You use the app long enough, you get to know them. Also irgendwie, Superduck, ne, dieses Bio-Netzwerk, das finde ich mit am unsympathischsten. Weil das so ein Mutations-Bio-Scheiß ist. Habe ich ein schlechtes Gefühl. Ich glaube, das sind die Bösen. Also auch die Bösen. Who's John? The thing in the warehouse mentioned John. Kenner John. You don't know Kenner John? Das ist bestimmt einer von den christlichen Verrückten. Never heard of him. Happy for you, he makes videos. They get shared all over the internet. I watched a couple. Religious stuff. You religious? I turned away for a while, but the cancer brought me back. Oh. No doubt. John's a divisive figure among the faithful. Not the most orthodox preacher. Where do we find the stone? Thing super looking for? The prominent mall in Kenner. Das weiß ich schon. Okay. Danke. How do you get involved with Superduck? This all used to happen on Craigslist. Das ist nicht so ein post showing up the stranger things. I was bussing tables uptown, couldn't swing rent, had a kid to feed. Ja, alle brauchen sie das Geld, ne? started responding to the listing. First one I ever did was steal a head drive. Broke into a man's house in Norco, stole it right out of his office. Brought it to another house. The people there were just like me. Just like you? How? Didn't know shit. They were there because of a post, just like I was. The house wasn't theirs. Nobody knew whose house it was. They plugged the hard drive into a wall. They gave me some cash. I left. Okay, wir machen alle nur wegen dem Geld was. Bleiben. Vogel war weg. Vogel war weg. Ne, das ist da oben. Okay. Let's go! Drainage Kanal. Erstmal die Seiten sichern, ne? Ja. The fence adjoins the backside of two strip malls. Crevice between them reveals a smear of light toward Williams Boulevard. Beyond the fence is drive-through chicken, car audio mattresses direct to you, water towers and power lines and crumbling concrete. Bla bla bla. Okay, hier gibt's nix. Aber hier hin, oder? A single car sits in the parking lot. Subdivision at the mall's rear is beyond the lot. Gehen wir mal hin. Potato chips. Gangster! That Heath. Who? Heath Brassard. I went to high school with. Where'd you go to high school? Istran. Istran's right down the street. That's so odd you'd see him here. In an abandoned parking lot in the rain in the middle of the night? Guess I've been on this app too long. Seems fine to me. Eat? Hey, you're right, sister. Thought that was you. What's up? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm working. Me too, walking a case, starting me a little news website. What's a website? Ain't got a name yet, still trying to come up with something cool. Tease news, alert, or something like that. I'm just trying to report on what's really happening around here. Intruder. Tell me about this case you're working, Keith. I'm trying to get to the bottom of what's going on in this mall right here. But they got small boys coming in and out. Textbook. Adrenochrome Harvesting Facility. Er ist wirklich ein Intruder. Er ist Alex Jones. Guy who runs operation looks about as much like a pervert as you can picture. Hannah John? You got it. Man looks like a slug. What do you know about Kenna John? I know he got his start posting in the comments sections on New Orleans news and views. He'd go in there saying he learned how to speak to God. Got himself some attention that way. Well, you know it. This gaggle of boys started following him around. Sick stuff. Guy's a sicko. Ja, das kann echt gut sein. I should keep moving, but maybe I'll come back later to see how the case is going. Like that, sister. Come pass by. Why I don't see you around so often these days? Staying busy. You mind me asking you something? Just a thing I find myself wondering about. Sure. Don't mean for this to be rude, but how come you treated Blue the way you did? One of the best men I ever knew. How could you ask that? He kept his name. Figured couldn't have been all bad. There's something I wonder. Well, wonder about something else. I forgot to ask. I'm too busy to be thinking about that right now. And go busy, Kate. I didn't mean to rattle you like that. Ja, irgendwie komisch, ne? Subdivision? Was haben wir hier denn? Garage. Compressor, ice chest, tackle boxes. Aha. Ah, viel Zeug. Okay, wir haben es verstanden. What are you doing? Just wait here. Dallas? Das ist mein Kumpel, okay. Was ist das hier für eine Scheiße? Hello? What are you in my garage for? It's about Bruce, isn't it? Who? Yes. Ever since he got himself mixed up with that internet freak, people like you been coming by, asking about him. They keep saying the same thing. I don't talk to him. Can't even get him on the phone no more. We work together at the plant in Norco, but he goes out of his way to avoid me. Of course, he landed a computer job while I'm busy busting my ass with the torch all day. Won't even look his daddy in the eyes. My kid left, never came back. It's hard. Hard, alright. Can't focus on nothing around here, always waiting for him to call. Even started digging through all these boxes, looking for the little stuffed monkey he'd carry around as a kid. Sounds just like my daughter. Guck mal, ich hatte doch auch einen Affen. Was für ein Zufall. Figured I could give it to him as some kind of peace offering. What would you tell him if he ever came back? And I don't know. Get some sense. I'd say, Bruce, you're my boy. And this is your home. Wouldn't turn you away for nothing. That cool shit. That garage shit. Let it go. Just come back home. That's what I'd say. You see him, if you see Bruce, will you tell him that? Hell, you can even record it and hang onto it until you see him. He blocked my number. I can't get a word to him. Oh, das ist alles sehr traurig. I don't have anything to record with. And come back when you do. I repeat it. I ain't got no shame left. Now go on, get out of my garage. Okay, warum auch immer. Was ist das denn? What is that thing? I had to guess, I'd say it was a tracker. Didn't know what blah blah blah. A tracker? Wie seltsam. Das ist alles sehr seltsam. Jetzt gehen wir aber hier erstmal in die Halle rein. Guten Tag. Two teens speak in whispers behind the gate. Each has a similar bowl cut, lacks shoes, and wears a blue-collared shirt with a name tag that reads Garrett. Kultisten. The older of the two eyes Catherine indifferently. Yeah? Is the mall open? So, been a long time since I've come by this mall. Is it still open? Not for you. We're trying to get inside. No one's going to help you. You have to help yourself. Is this how you live your life? Walking around parking lots in the rain asking for help? More or less. Well, clean up your act. Lift. Become strong. Get a new fit. You look like you're wearing a bag. No more soft drinks. Oh, das sind red gepillte Jugendliche. Die haben zu viel, wie heißt er nochmal? Jordan Peterson gesehen. Oh, niesen. Räum dein Zimmer auf. Add soft drink. Then don't drink them. You need to be initiated before we can even consider letting you in. Initiated how? How many readings have you collected? I said, what? How many what? I have no idea what's going on around here. No idea at all. John's got an app, alright. You need to install it if you have any hope of making your way in here. Even once you're inside, you'll need the readings to visit the cathedral. Cathedral? The place where the divine object resides. The stone is this. Ich bin auf dem richtigen Weg. Don't talk about that with the sieves, Maroon. What's the app called? Kenner John's Apocryphon. That's it! Kenner John's Apocryphon. Install that shit. Catherine pulls out her phone. Done. How do we use the app? Noch eine App. Na, herzlichen Glückwunsch. It's an augmented reality viewer. You gotta find John's sculptures around town. Sculptures? Virtual sculptures. You can only see them on your phone. There's 3. Find the sculpture, scan it with your phone, learn some shit. The first is in Bruce's yard. Don't make it easier for her. And Bruce is a Garrett now. Show some respect. Each one will give you a clue about the next. You're just giving the whole thing away. You will not collect them all, Garrett. No need to worry. Yeah, true. That last one's a nightmare. Listen, if you need help, go talk to friend. Who? Just open the Apocryphon app while standing in the parking lot in front of the mall. You'll see friend. What's with the name tags? Walker, no. Both tags say Garrett. Do you both have the same name? No. Yes. Look, this is some spiritual shit. We can't just tell you about it. We did it to taunt Gooch. Come on. You didn't even use the app yet. It's spiritual. Just use the app and you'll know the truth. Where are your parents? I don't know. Watching Jeopardy? Got some candy for us or something? Give me a ride to basketball. Okay. Friends in the parking lot. Open the app, you'll find friend. Okay. Lass mal abhauen, ne? Parking lot. Dallas, was willst du? I'm ready to retire. Ja, jetzt weißt du, wie man da reinkommt. Aber ich muss alle Dialoge wegklicken. So, und hier ist der Friend. Ich muss einfach mein Handy zückeln. Die App. So. Bumsti, bumsti. Und da ist doch was. Witzig. Okay. I am friend. I need your help. Oh, erstmal fragen, what are you? I am friend. We don't know where to find the first sculpture. The first reading of John, not far in a yard. Okay, ich weiß wo. Das ist sie auch schon vorher. dich. First reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John. Early years you spent inside, TV on, Dad blaring the games. Says he keeps Christ in his heart, but it's a lie. Kenner is the only place on earth, nowhere to go, no one to hang out with. Your flesh is alien, the house is a prison, only escape is through fiber lines. Seltsam. Schlimmster Kultismus hier. Someone in the forums posts a flyer for a show, somewhere to meet people. Some things to do, whatever. You borrow your dad's car and go. Step into somewheres and you immediately know. These aren't your people, Garrett. You make a few jokes, someone calls you a Nazi. Throw the first punch. Things spiral out of control. You're outside bleeding, pushing someone's face into a trash can full of Go cups and beer bottles. The scum are screaming at you to stop, but you don't. Someone knocks you over the head with a floor jack. You fall to the ground. They think you're dead. You're unconscious for 10 days. Wake up with a slouched mouse on your left side, determined to ruin everyone's life. Wieder, ne? War richtig gute Stimmung. You watch the forums closer now. You call the cops on the next show, and the next show, and the next show. Get the place shut down for a while. You didn't let up. Good job. Fuck the scum. Okay, seltsam genug alles, aber wir haben die erste Skulptur gefunden mit einer freudigen, positiven Geschichte. Ja. Case Picker. So. Kann ich nicht mit meinem Handy einfach aufnehmen? Das wäre doch mal was. Naja, erstmal weiter. Tipps? Friend, wo bist du? Need your help. Any way you can help us find John's second sculpture? First reading of John's reads. Try going to Saint Somewheres. Get called Fash. Get knocked over the head with a tire iron. And Saint Somewheres. Mal los. Saint Somewheres. Ich hab nicht mehr so viel Kohle, ich muss aufpassen. Ist hier schon was zu sehen? Hot dog customer. Oh, my stomach still doesn't feel right. That hot dog finally catch up to you? This past couple hours has been the worst experience of my life. Why'd you let me eat that thing? It seemed fresh to me, because I had to. Nothing personal, just something I had to do. You're a bad person. Nah. After you left, my stomach started screaming. You know how hard it is to find a bathroom in the French Quarter? But you found one, that's good. No, I didn't find one. You do. Then you don't want to know. Yes, I do. Oh, but I do. You give me bad vibes, you know that? Want to know how I dealt with the insane explosive diarrhea that I got because of you? Is this some kind of power trip or something? Do you go around coaxing young men into eating old grey meat just nights? Old grey meat most nights? Or this is a special occasion? Also, okay. Special occasion. And then you follow them around and see where and how they took a shit? This is what you do with your weeknights? Yes. I'm here, aren't I? Alright, fine, I'll tell you, but just remember that you asked. So after you leave the French Quarter, I'm standing there with Blainless enjoying my second hot dog. I can tell something's wrong in my stomach. I run up the street to use the bathroom at some tourist trap, but the bouncer throws me out right when it's my turn in line. At that point, I'm desperate. I unlock my bike and start riding home as fast as I can. I nearly run over a couple of pedestrians. I'm on Elysian Fields in St. Claude. Major intersection. Tons of traffic backed up for about a quarter of a mile because there's an accident. I know that I'm going to shit myself. It's coming. I'm in a state of complete panic. If I shit right there, dozens of people will see it. Das ist fantastisch. Das ist ja wie ein Albtraum von mir. I need privacy fast. There's a stretch limo hammer pulled on the side of the road with people hanging out on the sidewalk next to it. Looks like high school students. Like maybe they're getting ready to go to a dance or something. They're all congregated on one side of the limo, like on the sidewalk. I'm in the street, on the opposite side. I drop my bike right there on the street and sneak into the limo as quietly as I can. No one's in there. They're all outside. I don't think twice. I just pull my pants down and let loose. It's, you know, there's a lot of it. It's taking a while. They keep going? You still enjoying yourself here? Yes. Please continue. You're disgusting. So anyway, while I'm in there, the kids shut the door. The driver climbs in and all the lights at the rear of the limo go out. I guess the driver was just dropping the kids off downtown. I don't know. But at this point, it's just me and him. There's a tinted window that divides the cab from the rear of the limo. It would be pretty hard for the driver to see me with the lights out. He gets on the phone, calls his wife, or girlfriend, or whatever as he drives away. He thinks the limo's empty. He's got it on speakerphone and I can hear the whole conversation in the speaker right next to my head. First thing he says is how bad those kids stink. That he'll never drive young kids like that again. They said they smell like baby diapers. Then he starts like having phone sex. I'm not joking. They immediately launch into it, saying what they want to do to each other. All this stuff. Not like that's the biggest deal in the world, but for reasons I won't get into, I just really didn't want to be in there anymore. I try to open the door, thinking, fuck it, I'll just jump out. But the door is locked. I check the others. They're all locked. I crawl up to the window and start tapping on it. Sir, you forgot me. He hangs up the phone, cracks the little tinted window. Who in the hell are you? He asks. I'm one of the kids. You forgot to drop me off. He starts shouting. What is that smell? What is that smell? My heart is beating out of my throat. I can't breathe. He rolls up the window, calls the police. Again, I can hear the entire conversation. Operator asks him what the problem is. He says a man broke into his limo and took shit. Just like that. A man broke into my limo and took a shit in it. They ask him his location. He pulls off on the side of the road and waits for the cops. I'm banging on the window, begging him to let me out, saying I'll pay for him to get it cleaned up. He pretends I'm not even there. Still care to listen? Yes! Achievement. Geschichte des Zuschauers. Hör dir die Geschichte des Zuschauers an. Okay, cool. Of course! Alright. So here's what gets me. The New Orleans Police Department has never showed up to anything on time. It takes them hours to show up to a murder scene, right? Well, the squad car pulls up behind the limo within like 3 minutes. At this point I can't even explain to you. I'm having a heart attack. I'm dying. I crouch down behind the door and wait. There's shit everywhere. It's on my shoes, my hands, my shirt. I have no alibi here. The man gets out, opens the door for the police. I spring out of there and just start running. I don't look back. I can hear the cops shouting. I turn into the neighborhood. There's a construction dumpster about a block away. I run like lightning toward that thing. Dive in. There's barbed wire, nails, all kinds of stuff. I'm getting scratched up. I don't care. Adrenaline is coursing through my veins. I burrow down into the heap of trash like a mole. I can hear the police sirens, squad cars, stops at the dumpster. I get out, look around. They shine the light right on me. I stay perfectly still, holding my breath. I leave. I wait a couple minutes. I'm out. I walk here. I wash up. I'm so sorry. Oh. Sowas habe ich immer Spaß. Ja, an sowas habe ich immer Spaß, auf jeden Fall. Was ist das für eine geile Geschichte, wie er sich komplett eingeschissen hat. Ich liebe alles daran. It's fine. Okay, das war gut. Door guy. Moin, door guy. No cover tonight, just checking IDs. Looking for a sculpture. Talking about the douche whose little gang keeps calling the cops on me? Presumably yes. You don't look like one of those mall Nazis. What's this about? I'm the mother of a Garrett. My son recently got into this stuff. I'm concerned. My condolences. I'm a father myself. Would hate to see my kid get wrapped up on this kind of thing. Irgendwelchen komischen religiösen Leuten, yeah. Anyhow, here's what I know. They've got some game they play on their phone. They stick these devices around town like Easter eggs. They find these devices, scan them with their phones, something like that, not sure of the details. They hid one right outside the bar, so we had the little mall Nazis coming by every night to find it. But then last night, Ditchman came and grabbed it. Who the fuck is Ditchman? He lives over by the mall. He's usually hanging around the ditches, feeding the ducks. I don't know the guy, but Belle vouches for him, so he must be alright. Back to the mall. What's happening tonight? Bounce night. Bounce night? Yeah. Bounce. Bounce. Crowd seems different than I'd expect. What? Bunch of white kids shaking their ass to bounce. I'm supposed to give a shit? I didn't mean anything by it. All I listen to is Christmas music. Christmas music? That's it. It's the only thing I listen to. Seriously? Ist das Santa von vorher? Oh, don't even start. Over here having bounce nights for a bunch of white kids. And now it's a problem all of a sudden because all you listen to is Christmas music? Yeah, now it's a problem. That's right. Where are you from, Stinky? Minneapolis. Enough said. Ja. Das sind alles keine wichtigen Dialoge. Why does John's gang keep calling the cops on you? I don't know. Then try to get every show I buck. Okay. Lori, du bist der beste Schnappel. Ja, nein, du bist der beste, Lori. Hey, moin. Ich bin immer noch krank. Okay. Ach komm, das wollen wir jetzt. Wir wollen nicht jeden Scheiß hören von euch. Okay, also wieder zurück. Weg von den White Kids. Back to the mall. Okay. Jetzt? Some kind of night. Where's the second sculpture? Apparently, the way these sculptures work is they use little tracking devices to tie the sculptures to specific locations. According to the door guy, it's saying somewhere someone named Ditchman grabbed the tracking device that was over here. Sounds like he brought it back to Kenna with him. Fuck. Kommen wir nicht rein? Vielleicht hier hin? Ah! Electronic device. Machen wir mal. Da ist es doch. Second reading from the Apocryphon of Kenna John. Leave the hospital and discover faith, that immaterial sense. Pray, Garrett. Pray in the closet during the football games. Post prayers to the show forums just to fuck with the scum. That's how the Garretts find you. One's named Garrett, so they're all named Garrett. Some kind of joke. Doesn't matter. You're Garrett too. 28 Garretts in all. Garrett worked in the basement below the console chambers. Said they had a closet full of old computers. Garrett plugged one in. Used it as a server. That's how Garrett hosted sermons in the sky. He projected videos of someone he found online. Said he grew up in Kenna just like Garrett. Garrett began watching him too and told the other Garretts to subscribe. Influencer. Guck mal, vielleicht kann ich da noch ein paar Ideen herklauen. Soon all the Garretts were watching Kenna John. John summoned his flock to the ziggurat of Prominent Mall and taught them about Christ's hidden nature and other secrets of faith. He spoke of these things. Oh shit, was ist jetzt denn los? He spoke of these things on the server beneath the council members. Ja, hallo, was ist denn los? Kommt der immer näher? Wie unangenehm. Paw. Well, what do you think about Johnny? Don't you just hate him? A real fuck, isn't he? Can I help you? Catherine, dear, it is I who will be helping you on this night. I knew you'd come to see me, waiting in the ditches. Waiting. No trouble there, child. Happy to do it. You need access to the mall. Here I am. Delighted to assist. The man eyes the ring hanging from Catherine's neck. And you even wear the stone of the Magdalene, just as she herself wore it. You are the image of her beauty. You, why are you here? We were neighbors once upon a time, don't you remember? I've only come to help, as neighbors do. Catherine shakes her head. What is this? It's my responsibility to guide you and to watch over the children. I've been to see Kai. She's well. Excuse me? Can you tell me what this is about? The silence is so strange. It's about a boat that can get you into the mall. The Garretts, they favor me over John, that little shrimp, that little sad boy. I'll be your guide into the mall, sanctum of the Garretts. Catherine turns to Dallas. This man, I think he's been following me. To help you, to help. I've always watched over you. But Blue, a good man, they say. An asshole. He wouldn't let your pawpaw near you. Okay, mein verstorbener Mann hat diesen Mann immer von mir ferngehalten. Here I am, I came to tell you, you needn't worry about Kai. Keep her name out of your mouth. Because she'll be home, perhaps too late for you. Dying, they say, from becoming to being, the philosophers say. Where did you see my daughter? Walking through California like it were Galilee, her robes fried, splendid, divine, child of Christ. No, not getting in a ditch with this guy, no way. There's no one else in this place to help you. Do you see anyone else? Anyone who will help? I don't want your help. Don't want to be anywhere near you. Stay away from me and my family. Are we clear? I have all the time in the world, Catherine. But you, dear, you do not. I'm not here to frighten you. To harm you. Quite the opposite. Without my help, there will be no getting into this mall. Patience is a virtue of your pawpaw. I am your only way in. Alice leads Catherine from the kennel. Let's go find this last sculpture. We don't need his help. I know him. The old man smiles and gives an enthusiastic wave as Dallas glances back towards the ditch. Sounds like a stalker. I just don't know. Seems like this parking lot is full of strange men. You know your name. Am I missing something here? What? Think I invited them? I don't know, maybe? I'm just as confused as you are. Ja, super strange. Ah ja. Mal los. Mal. Das war das second thing, ne? Garrett worked in the basement below the council chambers. Okay. Der hat mich ja auch getroffen auf meinen Reisen, ganz am Anfang im Intro. Das ist irgendwie der Familienstalker. Und Blue, mein Vater, der fand den anscheinend auch scheiße. Komische Dinge. So, Friend, nächster Tipp bitte. The last reading has me stumped. Discovering the third reading of John is the most challenging. Could not help Gooch. From the second reading of John. Basement Sky. He's talking about City Hall. That's downtown. Okay. Auto. Overpass? Hier los. Are you one of these nerds that comes around here to play with puppets? I am. No, I'm not. No, not my crowd. Good. We're back here trying to live a quiet life. These people with their haircuts. They come around here playing with puppets, making a big production. Then the cops show up and give us a hard time. So is that penner. I got chased away from my last spot. I'm not trying to deal with that again. Where was your last spot? The mall in Kenner. I was one of the first after they condemned the building. A man lived in the closet. He was strange, but he kept to himself. No one bothered me in that place until the boys showed up. They chased us out, threatened to report us. Little bastards. Guy John, their leader, he should die. I hope the closet man lives up to his word and kills him. Yo! Yo! Machen wir. Oh, City Hall. Wollen wir mal. Achso, ich komme gar nicht rein. The Garrett sent us. Nah. I've let a lot of people pass through in the evenings, wanting to take a picture from the roof or whatever the hell. None of them look like you two, following my gut here. Does the city know about this? I do what I'm told. You're looking for a reason, go somewhere else. We're serious. We're training to become Garretts. Why? Garretts are cool. We need to get inside the mall. That place been boarded up for years. Not anymore, the Garretts took it over. God shakes his head. This whole city lost its mind. Listen, here's some funny stuff that happens in this building at night. If you're thinking you can just walk up to the roof, it's not like that. Be careful getting around. One of the generators went dead. The elevator's out, and so are the stairwell lights. Catherine enters the building. Yay! Walmart. Ahead is an elevator corridor with a stairwell. A long, unmarked hallway extends to their left. The exit is at their back. Two elevators. The floor displays above the elevator winks off before illuminating again. Reads. Doesn't sound like an elevator's coming. Okay. Fahrstuhl funktioniert nicht. Also Treppenstufen. Go down. Ein neues Minigame hier. Süß. Go left. Catherine turns the corner and immediately meets the stare of a man, squatted on the ground in the stuttering light of the hallway. Moin. I wouldn't stick around too long. Why? What's that supposed to mean? The man's demeanor remains unchanged. He removes a receipt from his shirt pocket with the note scribbled on the back. He begins to read. On the 7th floor is a planner, but if you don't listen closely to the following, he'll hide. In the darkness are hands you must shake. Do so in the order I say. Any missteps and the elevator will clear the mistake. Was passiert denn hier? Ja, was für Gestalten alles? First number in our sequence is the floor above the council chambers. Third, most distant from the sky. Jetzt kommt so ein Zahlenrätsel und das soll ich mir merken? Ihr könnt mich mal am Arsch lecken. 11 floors should one count the basement. Our second number is equal low and high. Okay. Erste Nummer. The floor above the council chamber. Third most distant from the sky. Es gibt 11 insgesamt. Mit Basement. Also gibt es, sagen wir mal, 10. Second number is equally low and high. Dann müsste das doch 5 sein, oder? Third is most distant from the sky. Third most distant from the sky. Das ist dann... 8. 8, 5. Acht, 5, 6. Acht, 5, 6 merken, ne? 8, 5, 6. Habe ich jetzt dreimal gesagt. Jetzt müssen wir uns das merken. 8, 5, 6 kann sich ja wohl jeder merken. Wieder Treppe hoch. Go ab. Feel around. Reach out a hand. And an unseen hand grasps firmly and shakes. Who's there? Unangenehm. Wieso haben wir denn jetzt 2? Weil ich mit der Hand geschüttelt habe? Ich verstehe das alles nicht. Ich weiß gar nicht, was hier passiert. Wieder Hand reichen. Aha. Press Elevator Panel. Okay. Ich gehe nach oben. Ich weiß überhaupt nicht, was hier passiert. Aber und ich weiß auch gar nicht, ob dieser Code, den ich da gerade gehört habe, ob das irgendwie richtig ist. Aber ich mache das jetzt einfach. Guck mal, wenn ich jetzt die Hand rausstrecke in den Schatten, kommt hier die erste Ziffer rein. So, jetzt gehe ich einfach wieder runter. Hatte ich denn die zweite? War 5, ne? Ich glaube, es war 5. Und dann 6. Oder was andersrum? Genau. Reach out. And Street Handshake said nothing happened. I think we got it wrong. What's it say on that receipt? Hit the elevator button and then let's try again. Ja. Tolles Rätsel. Ein guter Schlusspunkt, würde ich sagen. You done in there? Not yet. Don't come in and out too much. People might notice. Okay. Hier machen wir Schluss. Hier speichern wir erstmal. Ja. Ich kuriere mich weiterhin aus. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Seltsames Spiel. Wirklich sehr seltsames Spiel. Aber irgendwie auch schon ein bisschen geil. Es wird immer bizarrer. Aber ich bin auch ein bisschen gehuckt. Bin gespannt, wie es weitergeht. Und diese Rätsel, das kriegen wir auch schon hin. Ich muss nur jetzt einfach zuhören, was der Typ im Keller richtig gesagt hat. Ich habe keine Energie mehr, weil ich bin halt so krank. Ich muss jetzt erstmal wieder schlumpern gehen. Und mal gucken. Je nachdem, wie fit ich bin. Vielleicht spiele ich noch irgendwas Hirnloses später. Ich brauche irgendwie was Hirnloses zum Durchdaddeln. Ich dachte, vielleicht spiele ich noch dieses komische alte Rollenspiel, was ich noch so auf der Halde habe. Ist wirklich schlecht, glaube ich. Aber das kann man mal so wegretten. Mal gucken. Also, vielleicht passiert auch irgendwas am Wochenende mit mir. Je nachdem, wie es mir geht. Und ansonsten sehen wir uns Montag wieder, hoffentlich gesund. Also, ich wünsche euch ein schönes Wochenende. Bis bald. Tschüss.